Hey guys, welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Oscars and there are new criteria and credentials you need to be nominated for an Academy Award. There were already credentials, and now the credentials are just a little more strict and stuff for the 2024 Oscars. And I'm going to go over what these credentials are and what you need, what your movie needs to be nominated. And I'm just going to talk about how ridiculous and unreasonable that it is. Because I am all for diversity, and I think pretty much most movies should have diversity and stuff. But the fact that you're forcing it is a little weird. And the fact that you will not nominate a movie that has not the specific amount of diversity that you want is ridiculous. That has nothing to do with the quality of the movie. You should be nominating movies based on how good the movie is. It doesn't matter who's in it, what gender or race a person is, or who the filmmakers are. You should be nominating a movie of how good it is. It's called Best Picture for Best Picture, the best movie of the year. So I don't understand these credentials. I don't think there should be any credentials other than, did the movie come out that year? That's the only credentials a movie should have. But let's go over it. The first credential is that at least one of the lead actors and significant supporting actors is from an underrepresented racial or ethnic group in the specific country or territory: African American, East Asian, Hispanic, Latina, Indigenous people, Middle Eastern, South Asian, Southeast Asian, and so on. So your main character or very important supporting character has to be of a person of a different race, not white people. And that's not a problem, but like, what if a movie doesn't have that? I'm just saying. And there's four criteria. You have to meet two out of the four. And the second one is at least 30% of all actors in secondary or minor roles from at least two underrepresented groups and must include women, racial ethnic group, LGBTQ+, or people with cognitive or physical disabilities. Okay. And then the third one is the main storyline and subject matter. The main storyline, theme, narrative of the film should be centered of an unrepresented group: women, racial, LGBTQ, cognitive, or disability. And the fourth one is the people distributing or making the film, cinematographer, producers, assistant directors, should all be from an underrepresented group as well. This is all diversity stuff, and it's a little ridiculous. I think it's insane. Especially the storyline. Not all storylines are centered on specific races and stuff, and I don't understand what that even means or entails. I think that's a really ridiculous rule, that the film's narrative has to be centered on those specific groups. It has to be centered on women. And the film's narrative has to be about like gay rights or race or people with disabilities. Like, it has to be about all those things to be nominated. These categories aren't even about the quality of the movies. And like, it's literally just about who is. You're not even being nominated for Best Picture. You're being nominated for Most Inclusive Film, not the best film. Most inclusive. That explains why Coda got nominated. It's not even about what the best movie is. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. These have nothing to do of the quality of work of these filmmakers and storytellers. That means this year's Oppenheimer can't get nominated for Best Picture. If these credentials are the credentials you need, Oppenheimer can't get nominated because that's directed by a white man. It stars all white people. And there's no story about gay rights or people with disabilities. Like, that movie is about Oppenheimer and on the atomic bomb and stuff. So that movie cannot get nominated. And movies like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Ford v Ferrari, The Irishman, even we're going way back, like Braveheart, Goodfellas, The Godfather, Back to the Future, Raise the Lost Ark. None of those films could ever get nominated if these credentials always existed. All the greatest films of all time in cinema Lord of the Rings, the Lord of the Rings trilogy, Lord of the Rings: Return of the King would have never won Best Picture. If these credentials always existed, those top quality of movies would never, ever win or be nominated for Best Picture. Like, I don't know what the point. Like, the Oscars are already, like, their ratings are down the shitter, so I don't know how they think this is going to help their rating system. Their show's been sucking for a long time, so I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with these insane criterias movies need. You shouldn't censor art. You shouldn't give rules for art. Just let the artists make their movies and then just choose what you guys think are the best movies of that year. That's simple. That's it. That's it. Should like movies have more inclusivity? Of course they should. Of course. And it's great to see stories about those minority groups and women's stories and gay rights and stuff. Those are all great, but you don't have to have that to be nominated for an Oscar. The fact that you're forced to have it, forced to have lead characters. Like, I feel bad for people who are minorities because the Oscars are basically telling all of them that you guys aren't good enough to be nominated, so you need these rules to get nominated and stuff. And I think that's ridiculous. I think that's very prejudiced, actually. The fact that the Oscars are thinking society is so prejudiced they won't get nominated. The Oscars are saying, no, you guys will never get nominated, so we'll just make these criteria so all of you can get nominated. And I'm like, the point of the Oscars is to show who's the best actor of that year, the best picture, best director. It's all about quality, and it's like winning the Oscars meant something for the film industry. Winning an Oscar meant something. Now it means nothing. Because all the Best Picture winners, no one gives a fuck about, no one ever sees the movies, and no one cares. And after this, I think people are going to care even less now. So, it's insane. Like, I always enjoyed the Oscars when I was younger, and I like to see good movies get nominated. But this is not about showing the good movies. It's just about be inclusive. Doesn't matter if you're a good movie. Just meet the criterias. Get the check. Make sure all the boxes are checked off that you don't get nominated. It's ridiculous. I think it's asinine. Nominate a movie because it's good. Simple as that. It's so stupid. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what are your thoughts and opinions on this. Do you think this is just ridiculous? Do you think there needs to be criteria for a movie to be nominated? Just be a good movie, right? Like, come on now. Like, give me thoughts and opinions though. Comment below, let me know. And as always, for this video, please subscribe to this channel and join the dark side.